Hello, today we're going to make chocolate chip cookies, famous chocolate chip cookies. So let's get started. The best way to start out is with a big bowl and always a wooden spoon because any other kitchen utensils usually aren't strong enough. Okay. You want to start out with butter and sugar. Today we don't have white sugar, so we're using powdered sugar. When you use powdered sugar, don't use as much as it says in the recipe or how much you usually use, and always sift it with a sifter. So let's put our butter in and start mixing that up. Always want to make it soft or melt it, either one. You want 2/3 a cup of that, and I would put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. And you want to get it nice and creamy. Then let's put in our powdered sugar through the sifter. I want to start mixing that while you're doing it. And that should be good. Now let's get our brown sugar in here. You want about 3/4 a cup, just because if you're using powdered sugar, it's just really strong, so you use less of that, more brown sugar. You can even do that even when you have white sugar, cane sugar. So let's put this brown sugar in. Get that mixed up. Make sure it's all mixed in with the butter and other sugar before you start putting the other ingredients in. That looks pretty good. That's it for this. So let's get on further. Okay, now we're gonna do our flour. You're gonna need 1.5 cups of that. Put it through a sifter too. It's optional. I'm going to. You only want to put a little bit of that first though, so get maybe 1/4 cup in there before you start mixing. Make sure it's nice and mixed in, because you're going to have to put a lot more. Your batter's going to start looking like this. I put the rest of the flour in because I didn't want to have you wait and watch me do all this other mixing. So let's get all this mixed up. It looks like it's not going to mix up, but it's going to become crumbly. That's why you put in your eggs and everything else. So let's put in our egg just to get this more mixed up. I'm going to crack it nice and even. And you want your whole egg, not just egg white or yolk. You want everything. And make sure your yolk breaks. Because nobody really wants a yolk in the middle of their cookies. So you're going to need to put in, I usually put in 3 teaspoons of vanilla, just because our family likes vanilla a lot. You might even put more if you want, I'm not sure. Get that mixed in. Now you're gonna need a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda or powder. I use baking soda if I were you, just because of its quality. also half teaspoon of salt. So usually I just sprinkle a little bit of salt in there. Oh, actually not a little bit. Just if your salt comes out fast, put in probably 3 or 4 shakes. And you got your batter here. And believe me, this tastes good. And for the best ingredient, chocolate chips. You're going to need about 1.5 cups of these. Make sure you spread them evenly out over the chocolate chip batter, or else you're not going to get them mixed up as accurately. You want to set your oven to a good 375. Also, I just mixed this up. You want to make sure it's nice and all together, not clumps of chocolate chips everywhere. So we're gonna put these on the pan with about a tablespoon size. So I want to scoop up that, and then get a pan like this. I just set it about 3 inches away from the edge. And depending on your size, I would go with a tablespoon. It's the best size. And they get pretty big. Now we're gonna put our nice cookies into the oven, which is heated at 325 right now. It'll be at 375 soon. So that might not fit. Let's do it sideways like this. Stick that in, and I would wait about 8 minutes while I put on this other cookies. I have now decided to lick the bowl between baking and ready. So one announcement though, warning announcement. There are raw eggs in this, so there is a chance it might give you salmonella, but I've never gotten it in the 9 years that I've eaten cookies from raw. So dig in. So they are baked. You want to use a glove to get them out. I have one of these rubber ones that can stand up to 500 degrees. So let's do this. Here, nice bright gold cookies. They look ready. I'm not sure if they're. This is what you end up with after your cookies are done. Nice crisp cookie, nice plate, nice cup of milk just to go with it, and you can also make your napkin look like this. So